Zola's heart raced as he surveyed the bustling streets of Durban. He and his 3 friends, Thandi, a fierce policewoman, Lerato, a cunning lawyer, and Saifo, a young cash-in-transit driver, were plotting the heist of a lifetime. The plan was audacious: to intercept a cash-in-transit truck transporting millions. It felt exhilarating yet terrifying, the thrill of danger coursing through his veins. As they gathered in their usual hideout, the air thick with tension, Zola couldn't shake the feeling of dread. "We need to be careful," he warned, his voice low. "This isn't just about money. It's our lives on the line." Thandi nodded, her expression steely. They had to outsmart the security, and each detail of their plan needed to be flawless. The day of the heist arrived, and Zola felt the adrenaline surging within him. They had chosen a busy street with minimal traffic, hoping to avoid any unwanted attention. As the clock ticked down, Zola could feel the weight of their choices pressing down on him. "Remember the plan," he reminded them, his heart pounding. "No mistakes." As the cash truck approached, Zola's pulse quickened. They were in position, each friend playing their role to perfection. But just as they executed the plan, everything went sideways. Saifo, in his eagerness, miscalculated a crucial detail. Instead of blocking the escape route, he panicked, causing chaos as the guards fought back. Zola watched in horror as their carefully laid plan unraveled before his eyes. With the heist in chaos, the sound of sirens filled the air. "We need to go," Thandi shouted, her voice slicing through the panic. Zola grabbed her arm, pulling her towards the getaway vehicle. But as they scrambled to escape, Lerato hesitated, her expression conflicted. "What about Sifo?" she cried, torn between loyalty and self-preservation. Zola's heart sank as he realized they couldn't afford to lose anyone. "We'll come back for him," he promised, dragging Thandi into the car. They sped away, the weight of their decisions heavy on their shoulders. The adrenaline still coursed through Zola's veins, but it was mixed with dread. What had they just done? In the days that followed, the heist weighed heavily on Zola. They had succeeded, but the consequences were dire. Saifo's absence gnawed at him, a reminder of their failure. As the police investigation ramped up, Zola realized they were being hunted. The news reported on the audacity of the robbery, and fear began to seep into their lives. One night, as Zola lay in bed, his phone buzzed. It was a message from Sifo, saying he had escaped but was being hunted by Cabo, a notorious rival gang leader. Zola felt a surge of fear. Cabo was known for his ruthlessness, and Zola knew they had to act quickly to protect their friend. They couldn't leave Saifo behind. He was part of their team. They devised a plan to meet with Saifo, hoping to coordinate their next steps. Zola's heart raced with anxiety as they navigated through the darkened streets, feeling the weight of their choices. The fear of Cabo's men lurking around every corner was palpable. As they reached the rendezvous point, Zola's stomach churned with dread. Would they find Sifo alive? When they finally spotted him, Zola felt a wave of relief wash over him. Sifo looked battered but determined. "We need to get out of here," he urged, his voice tense. Zola nodded, understanding the urgency. But as they turned to leave, Cabo's men emerged from the shadows, guns drawn. "You thought you could escape," Cabo sneered, his eyes glinting with malice. The tension was electric, as Zola and his friends found themselves cornered. Zola's mind raced. They had to think fast. "We need to split up," he shouted, adrenaline fueling his every word. Thandi and Lerato hesitated, fear etched on their faces. "Trust me," Zola insisted. And with a nod, they darted in different directions, hoping to confuse their enemies. Zola led Cabo's crew on a wild chase through the alleys of Durban, adrenaline pumping as he dodged bullets and fists. Each turn brought the thrill of danger, but he couldn't shake the nagging worry for his friends. He needed to regroup and come up with a plan. After what felt like hours, Zola finally managed to lose Cabo's men. Breathing heavily, he met up with Thandi and Lerato at a prearranged location. They were shaken, but alive. "We can't keep running," Thandi said, her eyes blazing with determination. "We need to take the fight to them." They devised a plan to confront Cabo, knowing they had to reclaim their lives. Zola's heart raced as they prepared for battle, the stakes higher than ever. They gathered their allies, determined to turn the tables on Cabo and take back control of their lives.